Welcome to WC A113. WC here. It all started early one spring morning at fish camp. My friend, he stepped out of the outhouse and then he saw it. He seen this cryptid, and then he ran to his car and got in it and drove a half an hour to find me while I was fishing on a stream near Tippy Dam. And then he took me back. This is going to be very impressionistic tales of the cryptid. We're going to start by placing our marks. This is the outhouse where my friend was. The roof, I'm assuming. That's what I've seen of it. Maybe a door. And then off over here, there's a stream. Ran into the Tippy Dam. This is all water. And there's this road right here that went along the side of the stream, and there's camps, like some campsites and tents and things like that. He said this creature was at least 12 foot tall. And the only reason that I kind of believe him is because he had the fear of God in his eyes, literally. He was frantic. No one ever came up to me ever that frantic ever before. Let's get some water on here. Very interesting, I thought. At first I was like, what's going on? You know, and he was just very frantic. That's all there was. Fear. I personally wouldn't want to ever see one of these creatures. He said there was like some stone tool or something that he found the day before this happened, like over like off in here, like by the river somewhere. He said it was ginormous. It was like a piece of flint or shale. Colors that I'm going to be using today. I'm on my little plate palette. I like using the foam plates, honestly. It's easy and easy to clean up after you're done. I mean, yes, it's watercolor, but you know. A little wash going on here. Take some of this and hit the sides with it. I always like to have some paint on my edges. Painting Small Paintings Cryptid Edition. Or is it Cryptoid? I'm not really sure. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, and share, obviously. It'd be greatly appreciated. So let's get on with the show here. Where do we want to start first? Let's start with the river, I think. Obviously some of these background trees and such. So, spring morning. Crispy spring morning. Beautiful little stream. I'm not going to divulge more than the Tippy Dam location just because in case if these things are actually real, I don't really want to advertise and have somebody, you know, go track them around. But that's for you to decide. If you have had personal experience with a cryptid creature, comment down below. I'd love to hear about it. I don't know if these things are real or not. Got a little sky up in here. Sunny day, keep in mind. It was early in the morning. He came and got me. It was like probably 7:15-ish or something like that, I think, by the time he got there. So he was up pretty early. Here's the water. This is a nice, smooth stream. I'm sure some of you out there probably fished by the Tippy Dam before. It's a beautiful area. Like bank here, the river, other side there. Trees up to the sky. It's like very foresty in there, so I'm sure there's probably pine trees and such in there. I'll put a little sap green in. Very thick forest. Thick cover. And it's like critter like a Bigfoot or Sasquatch or whatever you want to call it. Needs lots of cover. If they really exist, anyways. So I actually seen his campsite after he came and got me. And I wasn't that far away. I was fishing somewhere else. And I'm trying to remember where the Porta-John was exactly. I believe it was like, where this is going to be kind of impressionistic style here. And just, probably something like that. Porta-John. That's more like a blob. Very impressionistic. Too much water. Slow down there. Yeah. that's where he came out of, and there's like some sort of path or something. And then like the road is like right there, literally. It's a dirt road. Trees in here, like bigger ones that were close by. That's a tree, and then there's like a tree here or something like that. I think he had like a hammock or something maybe between the two trees. This critter, let's get a 10 in here first before we start talking about the critter. I believe his tent was like blue maybe, or purple. I think it was some sort of purple color if I remember right. Purple on the bottom it was, and some sort of gray on top, I think. It was like a 4-person tent, so it was a pretty good sized tent. Remembering what he had for equipment. And then he had some fly rods or something laying out somewhere too. The top of this thing was gray. Got a gray canopy structure on it. Came down, and I had some ropes tying it down too or something. It was more kind of like that, you know, camping ropes. Tie down things. And then I said something about some stone tool or something off like over in by the water. His campsite was a big rock, but then he said it disappeared when he woke up in the morning or something. Some stone tool, like a adze or axe like a fashioned. It was big. He said like really big. I don't know. He didn't have it, so I don't know what it looks like exactly. Supposedly the creature probably took it. That's a story that I heard anyhow. And he said these footprints are massive. It's like 10 to 15 feet apart. And when he came out, the creature was like right in here. So that looked at least 12 to 15 feet tall. So I'm guessing a man would probably be like about this height, and then 12 to 15 feet. Yeah, because a tent is about 6 foot something, so it'd probably be like in here somewhere. If he was standing right in here, so we'll put a little face in here. We'll just do impressionism kind of thing, because I don't really know what a critter like that even looks like. Face. Giant ape hands, or whatever they are. And some feet. Giant feet. I'm sure it's probably if this is real, I'm probably doing a great injustice. No clue, personal experience. Something like this would even look like. Sure had huge arms. He was scared. He was very afraid. Petrified. Said something about the night before there was large booms, and they're tiny little pebbles that kept on hitting them at their campfire. Keep them 10 to 15 feet apart, these footprints were. And then he vanished out of thin air. He just doesn't even know like where it went. I don't know. Yeah. Glad it wasn't me, you know? Just saying. So it looked like kind of a human face, very human. Keep in mind that stone tool probably chops wood with it or something. I think my buddy's lucky to be alive, personally. I think we should draw him over here. Do kind of an impressionistic kind of version. Make a little man coming out of the outhouse with a red shirt on. And we have some blue jeans. Some blue jeans. Maybe like a little baseball hat. You can have a, I don't know. And there's his little hat. Sneaking out of the outhouse. Getting scared by the creature. Thanks for joining me today. Like, subscribe, and do all the YouTubery. Tales of the Cryptid. This is what we got. Bye for now.